Hello. Hi, guys. Okay, so this, the men of of my sons, I'm just going to call them my sons, okay? Love sons are respectable men. They don't have to teach from my book. No one will have to open up this book and teach from it because no one's going to want to hear it from anyone else, okay? There's no gathering going to temples and churches unless there is an invitation to come to speak in my at my palace, and I speak to you guys about certain things. But it's basically when my leaders that I put over each state, they when they speak, they're speaking on my behalf. Rich, not Rich, uh, uh, um, on the behalf of Michael, what the king wants, so that they will all be united. So here, it said the leaders of the state. We're not going to put leaders in the church because there is no more church or temples. I'm the temple. I'm the temple, and my house is the palace that is going to be in Pennsylvania. That's the New Jerusalem. That's the Holy Land. Okay? And this is the motherland. This is the promised land. This will no longer be called America. America is dead. That name is finished. And we're going to have a new flag. I just have to get with my angels to design it. And my dad will put the design in one of my angels' hearts and they'll show it to me. I go, that's it right there. So the new flag, the banner of love that my husband will set up for me, will be revealed on the day of my coronation or inauguration, or I don't know, whatever, my revealing. Okay, so I'm so ready. I'm thinking about wedding stuff, girl stuff. This is stuff. I'm so done with teaching. It's not even funny. But every time I wake, like when I go to sleep, I kid you not, I'm like, Dad, I'm so tired. I don't want to leave today. I don't have nothing to say. And then all of a sudden he's like, he reminds me, no, baby, you have to get up and you have to say this. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I have to tell them this and this and this. And this. He reminds me of who I used to be because I was so asleep in the deepest of deepest sleep in here in America. Okay. I don't even like the name America. I don't like the name at all. And anybody who is wicked, who wears my colors of the rainbow, will be cursed. It's a curse to them. Towels, clothes, flags, stickers. It's a curse. So that when my angels know that you are using my colors as an abomination, it's an abomination to them, and they see it, and you have put a target, an arrow pointed at your forehead, high powered speed, not even one that you pull back, just those ones, the gun. That's what you're doing. So anything that has pride with color, and they're from that A B C D E F G, that Egyptian, element of people, get them, take them, burn them up, throw them in the fiery furnace, whatever. Angels of death, war, famine, disease, whatever you guys feel like doing. Okay. So this is a true saying. If any man in God, in love, is eager to be a leader of a town or of a town or a state, he desires an excellent work. A town leader must be without fault. He must have only one wife, be sober, self controlled, and orderly. He must welcome strangers in his home, be a host. He must be able to speak well. He must not be a drunkard or a violent man, but gentle and peaceful. He must not love money. He must be able to manage his own family well and make his children obey him with all respect. For if a man does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of the children of love? He must be mature in his faith in love so that he will not swell up with pride and be condemned like the other one. As the devil was. He should be a man who is respected by the people outside of his home so that he will not be disgraced and fall into the other one's trap. Because I told you guys, it is a battle between good and evil. And he set traps for everyone. Helpers of the people, leaders of the people, those underneath the leaders of, like, say you guys say the governor, then you have the mayor, must also have a good character and be sincere. They must not drink too much wine or be greedy for money. They should hold to the revealed truth of the faith with a clear conscience. They should not, like, a clear conscience brings you towards me. You can't have a guilty conscience, and most people can't have a guilty conscience and look in my eyes with a beautiful conversation. They're like doing everything but because their spirit knows that they're guilty. Doesn't mean that they hate me, but they know about things behind the scene that they're part of. Do you understand? Doesn't mean that they can't be delivered from that, but I know they are revealed in front of me, and so they play fake with me. I play like dumb with them. But they know I know what they're not telling. So the conversations with demons are not long and enjoyable to me because they haven't totally repented. They haven't totally given themselves over to me. They haven't given their heart to me. Okay? They should test. Okay? These people who desire also underneath the leaders, they should be tested first, and then if they pass the test, they are to serve. Their wives also must be of good character and must not gossip. They must be sober and honest in everything. a helper of the governor must have only one wife. One wife. And be able to manage his children and family well. Those helpers will do their work well, win for themselves good standing, and are able to speak boldly about their faith in love and mother love. The great secret. As I write this letter to you, I hope to come and see you soon. But if I delay, this letter will let you know how you should conduct yourselves in the household of love, which is the body of the living God, the pillar and support of truth. No one can deny how great is the secret of her love. She appeared in human form, was shown to be right by the Spirit, and was seen by humans. She was preached among the nations, was believed in throughout the world, and was taken up to heaven. Meaning in an airplane, taken up that way. And up in the highest mountain. Not like up in the heavens and disappear. Yeah, my plane eventually disappears and my children will look at and be like, but don't worry, because I'm leaving with you people who love you, and I'm leaving good gifts with you. And those who are mature in their faith with me. And that's when he said, apostles, this and this and this and this, and the church took it and made apostles better than this and this and this, when they're all like, we don't have titles. It's brother and sister. Hello, sister. Peace to you, brother. It's not, this so and so and this so and so, and no, it's brother or sir or ma'am. Depending on their, if they're elders, sir, ma'am, okay? And if he's a captain of an army, it's yes, sir, no, sir. It's not apostle, preachers, evangelists, and teachers, and da-da-da-da. No, that's such a lie and such division, and I hate it. Mother wants nothing to do with that. And I don't want you guys to have anything to do with it either. You're all on the same playing field to me. Okay? So, wow. The wicked ones will come with power, with the power of Satan, and perform all kinds of false miracles and wonders, and use every kind of wicked deceit on those who will perish. They will perish because they did not welcome and love the truth, so as to be saved. So my Heavenly Father sends the power of error to work in them, so that they believe what is false. Wow. The result is that all who have not believed in love, but have taken pleasure in sin, will be condemned. Wow. But you are chosen for salvation. You must thank love at all times for it. I think, it says it first. You must thank love at all times, friends. You who Mother Love loves. For love chose you at the first to be saved by her spirit and power of love, to make you her holy children, and by your faith in her. I called you to this through the good news, the music that I spoke to you. the soothing words that I spoke to you. I called you to possess your share of glory of mother love. So then, children, stand firm and hold on to the truths which I taught you, both in my preaching and in my letter, that's in my book. May mother love herself and God her Father, who loved her and in her grace gave you unfailing courage and a firm hope. That's why I had to go through this. I instill in my children unfailing courage and hope. That every time you guys see that I'm alive, it stirs up strength and hope in you. Okay? Every time you see my face, you hear my voice. My voice is like music, and it soothes every soul, every kind of spirit. Okay? May my love encourage you and strengthen you to always do and say what is right. Yes, speech is very important to me. And Judah, y'all got some crazy, you guys teach the Gentiles how to curse. And that is terrible. It's terrible. I can't. And everybody, those spirits that are coming out, the talk of these spirits that are coming out, I have to continue. I don't want to get off track. I want to make sure that okay. So let's go to Timothy 5. First Timothy 5. 1 second. Okay, and these sons of mine have to be able to speak and conduct themselves as sons of mine. How I expect my sons that come from my womb to be, I expect the same of my spiritual children that love me and obey me. Okay, so let's go to responsibility towards believers. Do not rebuke an older man, but appeal to him as if he were your father. Treat the younger men as your brothers, the older women as your mother, and the younger women as a sister with all purity. That's for the men. Not as like these Judah females walking around here, the beach. I'm just so tired, like my eyes. But it's their sin. This is their condemnation. This is the end. That's why it's so blatant. That's why it's so out there. That's why my book says, they're going to be mocked and shamed and ridiculed and by the Gentiles. What did it say? Rick Ross got his butt beat by some white boys? It's a lesson to teach them. It ain't about white and black. It's about your heart. Is it good or evil? What have you done? Men think, we're going to take it back because it's black people time. Just because my skin is brown does not mean that I am going to dismiss your guilty behind. I'm not going to. But a black man would. A black male would. A black female would. If he's a sinner, he's a sinner. It does not matter what color. Show respect for widows who really are alone. But if a widow has children or grandchildren, this could be male or female, they should learn first to carry out their faithful duties toward their own family, and in this way repay their parents and grandparents, because this is what pleases love, taking care of your parents. There should really be no place where a family member, an elder, after I'm on the throne, is put into a place where they're alone. My children will not lose their minds, Alzheimer's and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, the wicked will start losing their minds. Like I said the other day in my video, you'll be young, you'll be 40, 50, and all of a sudden you'll be like, where am I going? Delusions. Like, you will feel like, okay, for real, you start getting on this. I started snapping out. I started getting crazy. Am I losing my mind? My dad is going to do that to people who don't repent at a time like this. You'll have your mind 1 minute, and then the next minute it's gone. And people are asking you, what are you doing? You're like, I don't know. He had to show me that. And I was like, oh man, I'm losing my mind. What's going on? And I didn't know it was witchcraft. But my father let the arrow hit me. And then my sister at the time was like, Linda, that's nothing but the devil. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. The one who was throwing the arrows. This is the one who told me what's going on. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Okay? A widow or a widower who is all alone with no one to take care of him or her has placed his hopes in love, his or her hopes in love, and continues to pray and ask her for her help night and day. But a widow, a female widow who gives herself to pleasures has already died, even though she lives. Give them these instructions so that no one will find fault with them. But if any do not take care of their relatives, especially the members of their own family, they have denied love and are worse than an unbeliever. So they have disobeyed the commands. Because there will be healing when I'm revealed. These oils will heal people. So they won't have to be, their minds will come back and they'll start speaking right, and they'll recognize that this is my grandchild, and it'll be a pleasure to be around those who are delivered. They were dead, but now they're alive. Okay? So I want to stop this video right here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.